Imagine turning boring text into this cinematic smoke that looks like it came straight out of a movie. And the crazy part? You can do this in minutes using AI. And yes, it's perfect for DTF printing. If you're creating designs for DTF printing, you already know plain text doesn't sell. You need something that pops, something with texture, movement, and depth. In this video, I'll show you how to turn any text into a realistic smoke effect using AI, when to use this style, and why it works insanely well for DTF prints. So, what exactly is this smoke effect anyway? Think of it as a design style where your typography isn't just flat, it's alive, crafted from swirling, ethereal smoke with soft edges and organic movement. While standard fonts just sit there, smoke adds that cinematic drama and motion your prints need. The key characteristics that make this pop are edges that are soft and diffused, layering with semi-transparent depth, swirl patterns with a natural organic flow, variations in light and shadow for insane realism. When you nail this, it creates a look that feels completely dynamic, like your text is literally dissolving into the air right off the shirt.
When is it digitally used?
This effect is everywhere in digital design, but it's especially powerful in streetwear graphics. Gives that edgy, premium look. Album covers and music visuals, gaming and esports branding, poster designs, and cinematic titles. Basically, anytime you want your design to feel intense, mysterious, or high-end, smoke is a go-to effect. And now with AI, you don't need hours in Photoshop to create it.
Why it's perfect for digital printing?
Now, here's exactly why these smoke effects are absolutely perfect for DTF printing. First, DTF technology handles gradients like a pro. That soft, diffused, fading smoke, it translates to fabric beautifully with insane precision using halftones. Second, it builds massive depth without the complexity. You're getting that high-end, premium aesthetic without needing to mess with crazy layering. Third, it's designed to stand out on fabric. Smoke creates a natural, organic contrast against dark or colored shirts, making your design pop instantly off the garment. And lastly, it just feels premium. Your customers won't just see another plain font, they're seeing a piece of cinematic art. Now that you know what smoke effect means, let's head on to Kittl for the tutorial. First, let's get the prompt. Go to our website, transfersuperstars.com, and search for the word smoke. Open the blog post and copy the prompt. By the way, if you're interested in the prompts we've created, check out our ebook, DTF Prompt Playbook. It contains 20 production-ready AI prompts specifically designed for DTF printing. Now, let's go to Kittl. Paste the prompt into the prompt box, then edit it by replacing the text with the word you want to use. Make sure to use the Nano Banana 2 model. Set the aspect ratio to 16:9 and set the number of outputs to 2 so you have 2 options. Then click Generate. It will then automatically create a new project. Here are the results. I like the one on the right much better. The text is wider than the other one, and I like its typography more. So let's delete the other one. Now, match the size of the artboard to the image. Copy the exact dimensions of the image to make the artboard the same size. Click the export icon and make sure to set it to 300 dpi. After that, click Export.
Hey superstars, if you want to know the exact prompt we use, it's all in the DTF Prompt Playbook. 20 AI prompts built specifically for DTF. Link is in the description below. Now back to your video.
Before we continue, I want to show you something we've been working on. If you're looking to create halftone effects faster, we've put together a halftone action bundle for DTF printing. With just a few clicks, you can apply clean, print-ready halftone effects to your designs and speed up your workflow. I'll show you how it works. First, open Adobe Photoshop. There are two ways to install this action bundle. The first way is to go to Window, Actions, to open the Actions panel. Then simply drag and drop the action file into Photoshop. The second way is even easier. Just double-click the action file and it will automatically be installed in Photoshop and appear in your Actions panel. To make the Actions panel more user-friendly, click the Panel menu, Settings, and select Button Mode. This will display all actions as clickable buttons, making them easier to find and use. Before doing anything else, click this button to view our message and important instructions. Now, let's move on to Step 1, Resize Image. First, convert your image to 300 dpi. If necessary, you can run the White BG Remover action. If your image already has a transparent background, you can skip this step. The most important step is Rename to Layer 0. Make sure to run this action before proceeding. If you skip this step, the action will not work properly. The remaining resize options are template sizes that you can use depending on your design and printing requirements. Since I have my own preferred size, I'll simply enter the dimensions manually in the image size settings. Now, let's proceed to Step 2, Image Prep. First, convert your image to CMYK. To enhance the image quality, run the Sharpen Image action. You can apply it multiple times until you're satisfied with the result. If you prefer more control, use the Advanced Sharpen Image tool and customize the settings to your liking. Next, use Adjust Blacks and Whites. Adjust the settings according to your preference. The goal is to make the dark areas a solid black and the highlights a solid white, creating stronger contrast and a cleaner halftone result. Finally, use the Adjust Saturation tool to restore some of the vibrancy that may have been lost during the complex conversion process. For Step 3, choose either Black Knockout or Color Knockout. A color knockout is used for any color other than black. In this example, we'll be using Black Knockout. Once you click it, the levels adjustment will appear. This is where you decide which areas will be knocked out. The white areas will be retained, the black areas will be removed, and the gray areas will be converted into halftones. Next, the bitmap settings window will appear. You can leave these settings as they are or choose a different method if you prefer. After that, adjust the halftone settings if needed. I typically use the default value of 25. The smaller the number, the smaller the halftone dots will be. Once you're satisfied with the settings, press Enter, and the action will handle the rest. You can click Add Shirt Color to preview how your halftone design will look on a shirt. Simply change the color to whatever shirt color you want to simulate. Step 4 is optional. These templates are provided to help you resize and position your design to fit the most commonly used DTF printing sizes. If you're using a custom size, feel free to skip this step and move on to Step 5. You can save your artwork as either a PSD or a PNG, depending on your workflow. Just don't forget to turn off background layer. And that's it. You have successfully applied a black knockout and converted your image into a halftone-ready design. And if you want to print your design, head over to our website, transfersuperstars.com. We offer different services to help you print your design. For gain sheet transfers, under the Gain Sheet section, click Build a Gain Sheet. Here you can choose how your gain sheet will be. Sizes range from 22 by 12 to 22 by 100. You can also select how many copies you want to order. Once you're set,
click Build your DTF gang sheet. When prompted, click on Start a brand new gang sheet. Upload your image. Once done, click on the image and place it on a gang sheet. Adjust the size and orientation of your image. Then duplicate the image to fill the whole gang sheet. Finally, click Save, and then Add to Cart.
We got the transfer. Let's take a closer look.
Okay, let's go.
The transfer came out incredibly clean, guys. You can see every smoke trail, every fade, every thin line throughout the lettering without losing any detail. The halftones blended everything together perfectly, keeping the design smooth while still giving it depth and texture. Even before it's pressed, you can already tell this transfer is going to produce a sharp professional print, guys. Every curve is crisp, every fade is smooth, every detail is right where it should be. For today's blank, we are using this 402 style Smart Blanks tee. It is a large black tee, and if you guys are interested, we'll have the description below, as well as the power press, guys. This heat press is phenomenal. It's actually pretty cheap too as well, and also it does the job right. I love it. 15 by 15, very good for, you know, a standard heat press. So yeah, let's just get into it. All right, we got our design here. First, what we're gonna do is just make ourselves a midway point. How we're gonna do that is basically put the two ends and put them together and then just fold each side. So you're gonna have those two indents to kind of give you a good midway point. So how I like to do it first is I actually like to put like a good 4 to 3 fingers. This is like more of a regular style that you would see if you don't have a laser that we offer in, or like even an alignment tool. And then since I have it at the midway, then I easily just use my hands on the side. See, I have 3 fingers on one, so we're gonna meet 3 fingers on both. That looks like a good midway point. Awesome, that looks good. Then we're gonna just press it. So we're pressing it for 7 seconds or 300 degrees, guys. I would show you the settings, but for some reason, it doesn't really capture it very well on the camera. You can peel right away. And then I don't have the matte finishing sheet, but again, you can use the same transfer, just flip it on the other side. This is just gonna really glue it on there. All right. There we go. All right, let's take a closer look. Look at how clean this print came out. The smoke effects flow naturally through every letter. All of the soft fades stayed sharp after printing. The halftones did exactly what they were supposed to do, preserving the detail without making the design look heavy or overprinted. Even the smallest wisps of smoke are still visible on the shirt, giving the graphic depth and movement. There you guys have it. We turned simple text into this smoke style design. It looks good, it feels premium, and on top of it, guys, we only use 1 prompt. If you guys enjoyed the video, I enjoyed making it, so please give us a like and definitely check us out. Our link is in the description below. And if you guys are wanting the prompt, don't worry, the Prompt Playbook 2 is coming out real soon with this prompt and many others as well. So definitely check it out in the near future. Give us a comment for what style we should do next, and peace.